Hello everyone, this is AMARJEET and today our project is on ECOJECT strategic plan. The team member consists of myself, KOMAL and Sandeep. First we will have a look at the introductory video of what ECOJECT is. So let's have a look on the video.
Pulling up on starting my taxi runway. Okay, we're good to go. 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, go ahead.
Beautiful.
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 Now, since we have seen the video, I'll give you a little background of the Bombardier, which is the company which makes EcoJet. So the Bombardier is founded in year 1942 by Joseph Armand Bombardier. Its headquarters is located in Montreal, Quebec, and the businesses consist of business jets, specialization aircraft and rail solutions. So the business jets are global series flagships like 7500, 6500 and 5500, Challenger series and Learjet series. The railway solutions which had its business, but it has sold its business in year 2021. But right now the services of the railway is done by Bombardier only. It has around 63 facilities worldwide and there are almost 36,000 employees in Bombardier. To to make a strategic plan for any firm or any business, we should understand what is the vision and the mission of the company. So to make a strategic plan for EcoJet, first let us understand what is the vision and the mission of Bombardier. So the vision is to continuously find better ways to bridge distance and bring people together across cities, countries and the globe. Now let us understand what is the mission of Bombardier. It is to look for far ahead to see and shape the future of mobility. The mission reflects their commitment to innovation and advanced technology in transportation industry, focusing on creating efficient and sustainable mobility solutions. Now, let us focus on the EcoJet project, which aims to develop environmentally sustainable aircraft, focusing on reducing carbon emissions and enhancing fuel efficiency through advanced aerodynamics, hybrid propulsion system, and sustainable materials. So while making EcoJet projects, so the Bombardier has specified some targets, which is that it will be able to reduce 25% of greenhouse gases by 2025 relative to its 2019 levels. It will be able to get net zero emission by 2050, and it will be the first company to fly all flight sustainable air fuel. So it is mainly it is focusing all of its mission and vision perspective from these targets. Now we'll analyze EcoJet based on resource based model so that it can achieve above average return. Let us start with identify the resources which EcoJet could use. So the first is advanced material. Investigating lightweight and durable materials for airframe and components. Composite materials such as carbon reinforcement polymers can reduce the weight and improve fuel efficiency. Then EcoJet can also explore hybrid or all electric propulsion system. Electric motors combined with traditional jet engines can reduce emission and improve overall efficiency. It can investigate into sustainable aviation fuels made from renewable resources. SAF can significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Regenerative systems can store energy for later use, reducing reliance on traditional engine. Now, let us see how many of these resources can actually convert into capabilities. So, utilizing advanced composite material to design and manufacture lighter, stronger, and more durable aircraft component, this capability would improve the efficiency and reduce the operating cost. Develop and apply cutting-edge material science knowledge to innovate and enhance material problems will contribute to again better performance and more sustainability. Now, this capabilities will give EcoJet the competitive advantage of differentiation, reduced cost, technological leadership, and can enable it to engage into meaningful partnerships. Now we have to consider like what target market would be beneficial for EcoJet so that it can achieve higher returns. So it can go for commercial cargo and corporate jets. The regional airlines often operate shorter route where fuel efficiency and operational cost savings are critical. So this EcoJet's efficiency would be highly beneficial over there. Low cost carriers. The airlines prioritize cost savings and operational efficiency, making EcoJet's low operation cost attractive. And lastly, freight jets, the cargo sector will increase focus on sustainability, and fuel jets can significantly reduce operation and emissions. Companies seeking to demonstrate corporate social responsibility can reduce its carbon footprint by finding value in the EcoJet. Now, with the attractive industry, it can have develop its strategic. The strategy can be of differentiation, cost efficiency, and customer research. Let us understand the Porter 5 analysis. This model encourages organizations to look beyond direct competition when accessing strategy and instead consider broader environmental forces. First, the threat of new entrants is low because the aviation industry has high capital requirement, stringent regulatory compliances, and a need for advanced technological expertise, which limits new entrants. Second is the bargaining power of supplier is high. The reason is the need for advanced material and hybrid propulsion system make the firm rely on a few specialized suppliers, potentially increasing their bargaining power. Third is the bargaining power of buyer, which is high again because of the large orders. Airlines and large corporations often place substantial orders, giving them significant bargaining power. The fourth is the threat of the substitute, which is moderate to high. The high speed rail and other forms of sustainable ground transport could serve as substitute for regional travel. Also, other manufacturers are also developing eco-friendly aircraft, posing a direct substitute threat. The rivalry existing among the competition is high. The reason is the aviation industry is highly competitive with major players like Boeing, Airbus, and emerging competitors focusing on sustainable technologies. Let us now understand the value chain analysis. Value chain analysis will help us to understand what factors in the value chain of EcoJet is important and what it should focus on in its value chain. Let's start first with the support activity. The financial factor is high. The reason is adequate financial resources are crucial for research and development, production and marketing. So ECOJET project will require significant investment, particularly in advanced material and hybrid propulsion system. The second factor is human resource, which has moderate value. Skilled personnel are needed for innovation and development, but the overall impact on customer value is indirect. Third is effective management information system, which has high value. If efficient information system can enhance coordination across value chain, improving supply chain management, operation and customer services. Now let us focus on the main value chain activities. The first is supply chain management, which has high importance because sourcing advanced material and managing supplier relationship for hybrid propulsion and alternative fuels are critical to EcoJet success. Efficient supply chain management can reduce cost and improve production timeline. Second is the operations. The manufacturing process must ensure high quality product standards, particularly given the advanced technology and materials used in EcoJet, so its value is also high. Third is the distribution channel, which has moderate value in the value chain. Effective distribution is necessary to reach customers globally, but it is less critical than innovation and production stage. Now, marketing. So, marketing is essential to create awareness and demand for EcoJet, emphasizing aircraft's environmental benefits and advanced technology so that it can differentiate itself from competitors. The last is the after sale services, providing excellent after sale customer satisfaction and loyalty, which is vital in the aviation industry where long term maintenance and support are crucial. We have understand the important value chain aspects. Now how we can improve the efficiency of the most valuable segments. So we have some recommendations. First is supply chain management. Ensuring a steady supply of advanced material and efficient management of relationship with the key supplier is crucial. Second is operations. High quality manufacturing process are essential to maintain the performance and the reliability of the EcoJet. Third is marketing. Effective marketing strategies are vital to create demand and establish the EcoJet's market position. Fourth is follow-up services. Providing robust after-sale service to maintain and service the EcoJet fleet is key to customer satisfaction and long-term success of the project. For any firm to become a successful, or for any project to become a successful, it is very important to have a focused business level strategy, like what it wants to achieve. Based on that they can make the other strategies. So we have in front of us 5 strategies like cost leadership, focused cost leadership, differentiation, focused cost differentiation, integrated cost or leadership differentiation. So these are the potential strategies that EcoJet could use. So cost leadership will help to focus on becoming low cost producer in the industry. Differentiation strategy will help EcoJet to focus on offering unique features that command a premium price. Focused cost leadership will help to focus on narrow market segment and aim to become a low cost producer in that segment. And focused differentiation will help to focus on narrow market segment and offer unique features for that segment. Integration in cost and differentiation strategy is the most difficult strategy. So it will combine both low cost and differentiation, which is very rare. In the next slide we'll consider what strategy EcoJet should use. Out of the 5 strategies, EcoJet should use differentiation strategy as its main business level strategy. EcoJet project involves advanced technologies and sustainable solutions that are likely to be expensive to develop and produce. Competing solely on cost would be challenging given these factors. Their feasibility of cost leadership will also be low. So Bombardier can leverage its technological innovation and focus on sustainability to differentiate the EcoJet. Offering unique features such as hybrid electric propulsion and alternative fuels will attract customer willingness to pay a premium price for environmentally friendly options. So why we have selected this strategy? It has four benefits. First is unique value proposition. Bombardier's focus on advanced material, hybrid electric propulsion and alternative fuels offer a distinct competitive advantage. These features align well with increasing customer demand for sustainable aviation solutions. The second is technological leadership. By emphasizing technological innovation and sustainability, Bombardier can position EcoJet as a leader in eco-friendly aviation. This can justify premium pricing and attract environment conscious customers. Third is brand strength. Bombardier established reputation in aviation industry supports a differentiation strategy. The company can leverage its brand to build trust and appeal to high-end customer. The fourth is the market trends. Aviation industry is increasingly focused on sustainability. Bombardier's EcoJet can capitalize on this trend, making it more attractive to broader range of customers, including commercial cargo and corporate jet markets. Now from here, my friend Komal will take over.
Thank you, Amarjeet. At the moment, Bombardier is a pure play aviation company. The company had undergone a significant restructuring to focus primarily on its business aviation segment. And as the figure makes it very apparent, they have achieved a significant milestone with a 50% increase in aftermarket revenue. This revenue stream not only enhances financial stability, but it will also serve as a low-cost avenue for generating cash flow. Most importantly, these funds are crucial for funding new research and development projects, such as the innovative EcoJet. This initiative underscores Bombardier's commitment to pioneering sustainable aviation solutions that set industry benchmarks for environmental responsibility and operational excellence. Aerospace is often considered a strategic industry due to its technological advancement, job creation, and contribution to the national security. Governments may intervene more actively to regulate or support firms like Bombardier that play a very significant role in this sector. Bombardier believes in open dialogue between governments, the public, and the business community, which in turn contributes to informed government decision making and benefits the communities that they are a part of. The company advocates their views and positions on various subject matters, and their government interactions are compliant with applicable laws and regulations. An example of this is that Bombardier Defense and General Dynamics Mission Systems are collaborating to deliver the next generation multi-mission and anti-submarine warfare, or the ASW, aircraft that will meet the requirements set by Government of Canada or the Canadian Multi-Mission Aircraft Program. They are also joining forces to call on the Government of Canada to open a competitive, fair, and transparent procurement process. As we know, government intervention in business affairs is usually influenced by several factors. These could include political climate, economic conditions, and societal needs. These factors are dynamic and can change over time, and it is because of this that it is very important that businesses maintain positive relations with the government. Thus, our recommendation would be to proactively engage with the government entities at various levels. This could involve regular updates on the EcoJet project's progress, its potential benefits for the environment, and its alignment with the government policies on climate change and sustainable development. Here we will be talking about the competitive rivalry for Bombardier in the context of EcoJet. Competitive rivalry is crucial in shaping its strategic outcomes. Bombardier's EcoJet, positioned as an eco-friendly aircraft, faces intense competition from other aerospace manufacturers like Airbus and Boeing. These manufacturers are also heavily investing in sustainable aviation solutions. Because environmental concerns are on the rise, there's constant research and new developments on how air vehicles can reduce their emissions for being more eco-friendly. The likelihood of attack in this competitive environment includes potential actions such as rival companies launching their own eco-friendly aircraft models, or maybe even enhancing their existing offerings to match or maybe even surpass the EcoJet's capabilities. Bombardier must anticipate the likelihood of responses from competitors to its own strategic moves, such as pricing adjustments or technological advancements in eco-friendly aviation technology. The outcome of this competitive rivalry directly impacts Bombardier's market position within the eco-friendly jet market and its financial performance. And this will influence factors like market share, profitability, and long-term sustainability in the aerospace industry. Navigating a competitive rivalry effectively is very important for Bombardier to maintain its competitive edge and leadership in sustainable aviation innovation. Let's talk about whether if Bombardier's EcoJet needs a global strategy or not, and if it does, then why so? The most important reason would be global integration. Uh, EcoJet is a high-tech product and it can leverage global integration through a global strategy. This means innovations, whether in technology or design, and it can be applied universally across markets without significant adaptation. This will help Bombardier stay competitive by rapidly deploying improvements and innovations worldwide. The next reason would be market commonalities. Now, a global strategy assumes that customer needs across different markets are very sufficiently similar to justify standardized products. For EcoJet, targeting customers with similar needs across various regions, um, these customers could be high net worth individuals, corporate clients, and government agencies. This can make the global strategy effective. This approach almost minimizes the need for the extensive localization efforts while maximizing market penetration. Lastly, resource sharing and efficiency. Implementing a global strategy usually requires efficient operations and centralized decision making. This is done to ensure optimal resource allocation, coordination, and cooperation across different markets. For a complex product, which is something like EcoJet, where advanced technologies and specialized resources are involved, efficient operations are crucial to maintain cost competitiveness and also quality consistency. To go global, there are several modes of entry which are available for Bombardier's EcoJet. These can range anything between exporting, licensing, strategic alliances. There's also acquisitions and new wholly owned subsidiaries. But depending on what type of product a company offers, it's very important to understand which mode of entry will be the best suitable. Out of all the 5 options, our recommendation would be for Bombardier to go with exporting for EcoJet. So the question arises, why exporting? The global market for eco-friendly aircraft is growing because of the increasing environmental regulations and also just the consumer demands for sustainable aviation solutions. According to several forecasts, the demand for eco-friendly aircraft is expected to rise very significantly in the upcoming decades. Setting up new subsidiaries or acquiring companies involves substantial costs and risks. Exporting, on the other hand, will offer demand advantages, risk management, cost efficiency, speed to market, and also many other opportunities for brand building in a new market. By strategically exporting EcoJet aircraft, Bombardier can capitalize on global demand for eco-friendly aviation solutions, and it can at the same time establish a strong foothold in the international markets. Exporting for Bombardier will also be a favorable strategy because of its cost effectiveness and the preservation of intellectual property. By exporting, Bombardier can enter new markets without the need for extensive investments, which is usually required if a company has to set up a new manufacturing facility in a new location, or maybe if it has to acquire a local subsidiary. This approach allows the company to minimize financial risks and operational complexities while expanding its market reach. Exporting will enable Bombardier to retain full control over its intellectual property. Now, this is very important because this will include proprietary technologies and design innovations which are embedded in the EcoJet. So, as we can see, out of all the modes of entry methods mentioned, exporting would be the most cost effective and the least risky option for EcoJet to invest into. It's not just important to know which mode of entry to select, but it is equally important to analyze and understand which is the right market to enter. And for this, Porter's diamond model can provide very useful insights into how Bombardier's EcoJet can successfully enter new markets. Under the factor conditions, Bombardier's strong research and development capabilities and technological advancements in eco-friendly aircraft technology will serve as a very strong competitive advantage. For example, countries that have advanced aerospace engineering expertise and also infrastructure, like US or Germany, can benefit from Bombardier's cutting-edge technology in the EcoJet. For the demand conditions, countries with stringent environmental regulations and a strong demand for sustainable aviation solutions, like the European countries, for example, France and the United Kingdom, they will present favorable conditions for the EcoJet. These demand conditions drive market acceptance and adoption of eco-friendly aircraft. For the related and supporting industries, access to a robust network of aerospace suppliers and service providers both are very crucial. For instance, countries with established aerospace clusters like France and United States, they can provide a very supportive ecosystem for sourcing components and services which are necessary for EcoJet production. Lastly, for the firm's strategy, structure, and rivalry, Bombardier's strategic approach should focus on differentiation through superior eco-friendly technology and customer value proposition. For example, in markets which have very high or very intense rivalry and competition from Airbus and Boeing, like in India and China, Bombardier can leverage its unique selling points of environmental sustainability and operational efficiency to gain market share in these markets.
Thank you, Komal. Now we have discussed what kind of global strategy EcoJet should use for future expansion. Let's see what are the options ahead of them. First is joint venture, second is equity strategic alliance, and third is non-equity strategic alliance. Before giving any suggestions and recommendation, let's see what's the market outlook as far as business jets are concerned. So the global market size of business jets is close to $25 billion in 2024, which is expected to rise more than 30 billion US dollar in 2030. And the number of jets sold between 2017 to 2023 were more than 4,800, and which are expected to rise to close to 5,800 by in the period 2024 to 2030. And let's see now the market region wise. In Asia, the current market size is a bit more than US dollar 1.5 billion, which is expected to rise more than $2 billion by 2030. In Europe, it's $4 billion as of now and expected to reach close to 7 billion US dollar by 2030. In Middle East and Africa, the current market size is a bit more than 1 billion US dollar, expected to rise more than $2 billion by year 2030. And in North America, the biggest market chunk exists, that is close to 25 billion US dollar and expected to rise $30 billion by the year 2030. Although the growth is less, but the North America is the largest market size. Considering these changes, let's see what ECOJECT can do in the future as far as their strategic alliances are concerned. So we have seen the three options. We don't recommend a joint venture or equity strategic alliance to ECOJECT as of now because it dilutes the technology which they are developing. We suggest a non-equity strategic alliance, that is a distributor or sales center in different part of the world. Let's see in Asia, what are the locations and what can they do. After deciding on non-equity strategic alliance for future growth, that is a service partner in various parts of the world where business is expected to rise, it is imperative to test the country of choice on certain parameters. First is political stability. For long-term viability of business, the country should be politically stable. Next is rebate and subsidies. Sometimes the country or host country offers rebates and subsidies for setting up a business or creating new businesses, as the businesses creates jobs and employment in the host country. Next is market potential. It is also important and worth noting the countries where the high net worth individual are expected to grow at a rapid pace, creating a good market for business jets. Next is relation with Canadian government. For good business and avoid any instability in future, it is important to consider the relation of the host country with Canadian government. And for instance, let's see Asia, we have considered three countries that are suiting the parameters which you have selected: India, Singapore, and China, which makes a great business market as well as have stability, market potential, and decent relation with Canadian government. Out of these three, India and China have some trouble with Canadian government as far as diplomatic relations are concerned. So we recommend Singapore as our potential country for service partner, and from Singapore, India, China, and Singapore, all three countries can be served. Now that we have identified the potential areas of vertical cooperation across the globe, it is imperative for us to assess the characteristic of this project and see what kind of corporate governance structure suits the projects. First of all, this is a high risk project. There is no certainty as far as outcomes are concerned. And the project is long duration, and as they say, time is money. The project is started in year 2009 and expected to get completed by 2050, when the EcoJet is expected to demonstrate the capability of net zero emissions. There are multiple milestones in between which are ongoing, such as first two phases of trial have been conducted successfully by EcoJet. Next is capital incentive. As mentioned earlier, lots of research and development and iterative loop is required in this project. So it costs lots of money. Agency cost. It has high agency cost. The shareholders needs to trust the subject matter expert they have hired to execute the project. High stakes involved. The future of Bombardier to a great extent depends on this project. In a future world which will be a sustainability conscious world, the company who is going to demonstrate the least emissions in their products are going to succeed. So seeing the nature, let's see what kind of structure we should be following or is recommended for it. After looking at the characteristics of projects, let's look at what kind of structure and controls can be suitable for the project. First, it is imperative to see at the firm strategy. The firm strategy is aiming at sustainability, reducing emissions. Next is organizational structure. It should suit the motto of functional differentiation. That is, ECOJECT is trying to create a new technology. And next is organizational controls. There should be certain milestones which can be evaluated from time to time and can be used for the course correction of the project. Let's have a look at each of them individually. The firm strategy is sustainability, aiming to reducing the emissions. EcoJet aims to reduce the emissions by 50% by the end of year 2025 and a net zero emission in business jets by the end of year 2050. Of designing, feasibility study, prototyping, testing, and suggestions by quality control for improvements, and repeating the process all over again, that is designing, feasibility, prototyping, testing, and quality control again and again until the motive is achieved. After the finalization of organizational structure, it should have certain milestones which can be used to control the project. The project started with 2009 with the project being conceived by Bombardier. In 2017, first testing of 8-inch wingspan prototype flight was done. It was successful. And then in 2022-23, the second phase was completed successfully. And the project is expected to go all the way until 2050 when Bombardier hopefully will achieve a net zero emission in the business ecojets. But in the meanwhile, it should have multiple semi milestones in between to keep a track of the project, such as by 2025, it should be able to achieve 50% reduction in emission and so on. So before moving ahead, let's see the risk profile of the shareholders and manager vis-a-vis this project. This project is well within in the aviation industry, and so the risk profile of shareholders because of the nature of business is not much. It's still in the dominant business and related constraint business, but due to the nature of project, that is, it is a project never taken before in unprecedented in the nature, the risk profile of shareholders is high. So based on the project characteristics, firm strategy, organizational structure required, and controls required for the success of project, we suggest a SPV model for the project, that is special purpose vehicle. A special purpose vehicle is a legal entity created for the specific purpose, typically used to isolate and manage financial risk. As of now, EcoJet is a part of overall Bombardier, which is a huge company, and the success and failure of Bombardier performance over the years can overshadow the project successes and failures. So we recommend creation of SPV as far as EcoJet is concerned, which will help in risk isolation. That is all the risk and losses, if at all, happens in the future because of this project. will not affect company in a big way. It fixes accountability of the managers and CEO responsible for developing and success of ECOJECT project. It helps in easier controls and correction without altering the controls and organizational structure of overall Bombardier organization. Agency cost monitoring. The shareholders of the Bombardier has to depend and trust the managers hired for managing and developing ECOJET. So it facilitates the easy agency cost monitoring by tracking the milestones. Based on our recommendation of forming a SPV, that is Special Purpose Vehicle ECOJET, we recommend a small organizational structure to facilitate easy and quick communication between different departments. The SPV should be headed by CEO, who reports to CEO of Bombardier and shareholders of Bombardier, giving regular updates about the development in the project, facilitated by research and development team, which is the most important team for the project, assisted by testing, prototyping, and quality controls. Once the project is ready for commercialization, the project can be merged back into the Bombardier main company and ECOJET can be commercialized.